This is my experience trying CSGO, one of the most popular and long-lasting shooter games ever. This is part of a series where I play 10 shooter games for at least 10 hours each to see if I like this genre that I've never played before. For each game, I'll show you what the game was like, if I enjoyed it, if I improved along the way, and finally if it changed my view of shooter games, gaming as a whole, or YouTube content creation. Then also, I'll include a beginning and gameplay comparison at the end of the video. This is the second in the series, but don't worry, if you haven't watched the first one, everything will still make sense. Anyway, with that, let's get into it. CSGO, the big boy, the OG. I decided to play CSGO because it seemed like a much more mainstream game and like a real shooter game. What I mean by a real shooter game is the setting and characters are all true to what it might look like in real life, which I admit intimidated me a bit, but again, that's why I chose it. I started off this game with honestly a mistake in my opinion though. I streamed my first session. By the way, this was a year ago because I was playing all 10 shooter games first and then started editing because I'm an idiot. No. Because I was going to post all the 10 games in one video, but I realized posting each individual game as one video and then posting the grand movie would be better. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Anyway, back to the stream. It started off fairly well. I was pretty lost on what to do, but it made for some funny moments, including when I started my first match and didn't realize that I was just spectating. Wait, what? Oh, wait, huh? I'm not controlling anything. What? How? Huh? Anyway, I was really terrible at the game though, but I was kind of enjoying it, mostly because people were chatting more than usual, which is satisfying to see as a streamer. Until multiple people started trying to tell me what to do and like get me to chat with them on Discord about it or something. Let's see. First of all, you need a crosshair. Yeah, if you didn't know, you can change it. Go to lobby. We can go to Discord if you can. Nah, bro, this isn't for, like, you coaching me how to play. This is for my reactions of the game. You need to use weapons like AK-47. Okay. Look, I'm just trying to play the game right now. I don't want to have some official thing. Bro, it will be easier to explain on Discord. I'm not trying to... I don't think you get the point. Alright, see ya, Kraben. I get that he was trying to help, maybe? I think actually he might have been trying to get me to, like, pay him to coach me or something, but whatever it was, it just kind of ruined the stream for me. I feel like that dampened my mood. Whoever that was. Afterwards, I just didn't really like the game. Yes, because it was an annoying stream, but also a few other things bothered me. First of all, I was playing the main game mode, which, if you didn't know, is where you have two teams. One is the terrorists, which are trying to plant a bomb, and the other team is the counter-terrorists, which are trying to stop them. And not only did I not understand the objective at all, but when you die in this game mode, you have to wait for the round to end to start playing again. So I would just end up waiting around for most of the time, waiting to respawn. Second of all, the graphics, the realisticness of it wasn't something I was used to, and it gave the game, like, intimidating vibes. I don't know, that might sound silly to some of you who have played shooter games regularly, but that's just how it was. And finally, the controls, the movement just felt less smooth in Halo, and the strategies that worked in Halo just didn't work here. The biggest thing that I was doing was moving around while shooting, which causes your shots to be very inaccurate in this game, unlike Halo. So yeah, not the best first impressions. But I can continue the next day, this time just in deathmatch mode, where the objective is just to kill people, not the whole bomb thing. And it also chooses your weapons randomly for you. And I played death matches for about the next 4 sessions until I was about 7 hours in, just to try and get used to the mechanics in a simpler, less stressful game mode. Alright. Oh. Over the course of this, I slowly started to enjoy it more and more, and look forward to playing, although it still did tend to be frustrating. God. Also, I got used to the graphics. They no longer really bothered me much by the end of the death matches, And I guess this is what adults mean by, they get desensitized to violence. Yeah, well, I'm not about to go pick up a gun and shoot someone now. Also, have you seen the movies we watch? Okay, I mean, I guess these games could have more of an influence on younger kids, but I realized while playing this that really, like, the idea that these games could make you a more violent person is just, like, really not true in my opinion. Anyway, back to the death matches. Kill to death ratios vary a lot. There were some games where I got more kills than deaths, but others that were just brutal. But also, I was improving by the later sessions, especially after learning that I should stay still while shooting, and I also got more used to the maps and guns, although I was still pretty bad at automatic weapons. Also, something that I noticed when I looking back on this footage months later is that I did not pay attention to how much rounds were left in my gun at all. I remember thinking that reloading was annoying and happening at inconvenient times, and you idiot, that's probably because you didn't look at how many rounds you had ever. Anyway, at about 7 hours, one of my friends recommended I play with one of his friend groups who plays CSGO fairly regularly. So I joined them one afternoon. I must admit, I get kind of anxious about meeting new people. I'm definitely not a party kind of person, but I got over that pretty fast because they were welcoming in their own special way.
So Reese is a player.
Yeah.
By the way, I have no idea why my mic quality is so bad.
Right now, it's usually I
think maybe I was double recording my mic on accident because I'm sure they would have told me if it was that loud, right? I wasn't just really loud and they just didn't tell me. Also, you may notice that some of them, one in particular, calls me Reese.
Reese, keep following Green.
Which, well, my real name is Elias in real life, so normally I don't go off on tangents, but I think this one is kind of short and funny, so F it. Here's some Sharp Shaboom lore for you. Basically, sophomore year, 2 years ago now, at school, none of my friends had my same lunch. I had first lunch and everyone else had second lunch. So I sat down with a bunch of juniors I didn't really know. None of them knew my name, and one of them, as a joke, started calling me Reese. And then everyone else just assumed that was my name. And eventually I just stopped correcting them. So yeah, a lot of those people still know me as Reese and don't know my real name, including this little gremlin.
Someone's there! Someone's there! Someone's there! They're there! There's a dead body there! There's a dead body! There's a dead body! There's a dead body!
This session, though, made me like the game so much more.
Yeah, get him! Get him! Oh, you actually hit that. Holy shit. That was, Reese, that was impressive. They're getting flanked behind you, by the way.
What is going on here?
I don't know, I love it.
Ooh, got you.
Good stuff.
Get him out of here!
Just press that one, it'll be funny.
5 seconds.
Yeah!
Okay.
Beer.
What?
We got bomb, boys! We got bomb! Woo!
Are they
All on A.
I'm coming.
They're swarming like germs.
So yeah, first of all, they showed me the basics, some of which I already knew, but it made it more clear how to improve. But mainly, I realized how much more fun it is to play with friends than by myself. I think I was getting kind of lonely in previous sessions without being aware of it, and this just kind of took that away and made me feel like I was part of a team. We played the main game mode, and having the defuse bomb objective thingy bobber had that had overwhelmed me before, now made it more fun, and because I understood it mostly now, it gave me a sense of teamwork. Also, it made me realize that this game is meant to be played with friends, and also that probably most shooter games are more fun with friends. So I resolved that after this point, I would play with friends at least once in each of the next games, if it was multiplayer. The next day, I decided to do my last session, and unfortunately the others couldn't play, so I was just by myself. I put on some music and played the main game mode for a whole 2.5 hours, and I definitely felt like this was the best I'd played so far. And generally, I felt like I was getting a decent amount of kills. By this point, I was quite used to the graphics now, and although I wouldn't say I was enjoying it as much as Halo, I know I enjoyed Halo Infinite, why would you do that? I was definitely liking CSGO more than when I first started. Final thoughts. I think by the end, I definitely liked this more than I thought I would. I wrote at the beginning that I might have rated this a 3 out of 10, but now probably like a 7 or 8 out of 10. But maybe if I had given it more time, I would have liked it even more. Although I would say by the end, I was only okay-ish at the game at best. I still think I improved a ton over the course of the playthrough though. And although again, I didn't think I would play this after this video unless a friend insisted on it, I was glad I tried it. You never know if you're gonna like it unless you give it a chance. And And as I've said before, it dissipated my discomfort with realistic shooters, which I'll be honest was a little bit silly in the first place, but it did make me realize that graphics mattered to me more than I thought. It shaped the way I thought about the game, and I view Halo Infinite and CSGO so much differently, mostly because of the graphics. The whole vibe, shall we say. It made me think about something I had read somewhere. Teenagers are, more than any other age, enjoy books, movies, and games that are in a setting farthest from real life. Right, think about it. Marvel, Hunger Games, Harry Potter, all targeted at teens for the most part, and all set in a fictional place or time. I think it's because I think teenagers probably feel the most anxious and conflicted about their life than any other age, so we're drawn to video games to escape or cope with that. It's interesting though, for all the adults out there, which apparently is most of you, do you play games to escape from real life, or it's like past time, or do you play games because you find it meaningful? Anyway, finally, here's the beginning end comparison for CSGO, which I'm going to try something different from the last video to see what's better. I'm going to show the clips one after the other instead of right next to each other. So here we go. That's it for CSGO. Again, I love seeing your guys' comments. Seeing numbers go up is great and all, but comments are what I really do this for. So I'd love to hear what you think, even if you disagree with me. Anyway, stay tuned for the next one, which I'm warning you will anger some of you. I can guarantee that, so be prepared. Anyway, if you haven't watched this video right here, the YouTube algorithm would really like me more if you clicked on it. So that would be cool. All right, bye.